Hi there, hello everyone, this is Bruno from Plant-Based Ethos, just out here in nature recording another video. I'm quite close to my house, just 10 minutes or so. I'm in the field right behind me. These are olive trees. They don't carry any fruit at this time of the year, but I thought it was a good location to talk about the video today. I want to talk about 5 reasons why I don't consume olive oil, why I eliminated olive oil since last year, and just share my thoughts, my personal opinion by all means. I usually in my channel I talk about raw foods, a fruit-based diet without using any cooked foods. I think it's the most beneficial for us, and I try to promote this lifestyle on my channel. Today I want to talk about the 5 reasons. So the first one I would like to share is about oxidation and the exposure to air. In this case, every food is prone to oxidation by all means, but when you extract the oil from the olives in this case, okay, olive oil is very high in omega-6, but anyways, when you extract the oil, it is prone to oxidation in the sense that it will start to decline very rapidly once it's removed from the olive. It's not a whole food anymore. Olive oil is higher, like I was mentioning, omega-6, not omega-3. For instance, the oils that are high in omega-3, like flaxseed oil and hemp seed oil, are more prone to oxidation, less stable. Okay, if you keep olive oil in a dark bottle, glass bottle, it will last a couple of months. Here in Spain, fortunately, we can find a very good olive oil in the stores, but the thing is the same. You're removing the oil, it's separated from the whole food, and it will start to oxidize very rapidly. Most of the oils you find on the store are probably already oxidated, so it's not going to be beneficial long term for your health to include any of these things. The second reason I would like to talk about is that olive oil, of course, is 100% fat. We don't have carbohydrates, we don't have protein, very high in calories. Not that I care about calories. I'm very active, so I consume a lot of food to keep my weight. I like to run, to cycle. There's no problem. I wasn't gaining fat from including olive oil by all means, but the thing is that when we are focusing on our diet on whole foods, you want to eat mostly fruits, simple salads. In my perspective, is the most beneficial. And why would you add something that is 100% fat and has a lot of calories? With these calories, we can add more things, or more fruit, or whole foods that are fatty, like avocados and other things, nuts, and obtain more nutrition for the same calories. Okay. The third point I would like to share is that obviously is low in nutrients. Not a whole food anymore. You extract the oil. You have, if I'm not mistaken, some vitamin K, vitamin E, but few minerals, few vitamins. So really low in nutrients. There's no point of adding 2 or 3 tablespoons to your salad. There goes 300 calories and not a lot of nutrition. You want low calories, high nutrition. That's your focus, especially if you struggle with weight. Of course, you don't want to add 100% fat and things that are low in nutrients. It's quite the opposite. Okay, you want to focus on other foods. Other reason, the fourth reason, for me personally, is the science, the studies. There are actual. I read the book by Cadwell Esselstyn, How to Reverse Heart Disease, and it's quite clear, and he proves that by eliminating fats and all oils, including olive oil, you can improve circulation and blood flow. So that's a big reason right there. Obviously, there's science and studies as well that show clearly that olive oil has some benefits. Okay, by including, there was one study up 1 liter per week, and it had some beneficial impact. But the thing is, I don't care about studies. I care how I feel. I've done various experiments with olive oil and trying to see how I could perform. And by including a lot of olive oil, I just felt sluggish. My blood flow was not the same. And then by removing completely olive oil and focusing on whole foods, especially more fruit, I saw the benefits from that. Once again, we don't want to go extreme. If you're doing a raw vegan diet and you want to add some olive oil, It's amazing. I just love olive oil, but I don't see any point in using it. If you want to do so, it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst thing, of course. But in my perspective, like I was mentioning, we have several things here that don't help at all. So oxidation, very high in fat, low in nutrition, and there's science behind this to prove that, especially if you have any type of disease on your circulatory system and your heart disease or something like this, you want to remove fats and exclusively oils. Not beneficial at all. Okay. And yeah, the fifth reason I wanted to share is that it's a refined product. Okay, people talk a lot about refined sugar and fear sugar, but refined sugar is much better for you because it will give you energy. Okay, great for performance, especially if you're an athlete. And on the other end, people love to include olive oil that is 100% fat, much worse for your health in my opinion. So whole foods is the key here. Like I said, I just live around here. I come here several times during the year. I had some olives, some black ones, some green ones, and they were never tasty, quite bitter actually. And I was reading that if you eat a lot of these olives, you can get sick. So this is not human food. Yes, it has been shown and people love to use and defend olive oil, but in my opinion it doesn't make any sense. The process of extracting olive oil is really simple. You just crush the olives, okay? There's nothing big. Like I was saying, it's not the worst thing if you want to consume olive oil. But in my opinion, I want to focus on whole foods. Once in a while I can have some olives. Not the most optimal thing, in my opinion, because you have two things here. Olives are not even raw, okay? Very hard to find olives that are raw. And they're not raw because you can't eat them when they are like this. They need to be curated, okay? They put it in a solution with a lot of sodium, so that's a second problem. They're not raw and they have a lot of sodium. So if you want to use olives, remember to soak them a few hours before you consume them. It will lower the sodium content. Not a lot because the olives absorb the sodium, but it will lower it a little bit. Not optimal as well, especially once again if you have any type of disease, heart disease. It's crazy to include a lot of olives which are very high in fat, saturated fat, and sodium. Not the worst thing, you can have them once in a while. I like olives, I love olive oil, but olive oil I decided to exclude it. I don't see any sense in using it for these 5 reasons, and a couple more, but these are the main ones. Prone to oxidation, very unstable, not as worse as omega-3 oils, but very unstable nevertheless. 100% fat, low in nutrients, and also it's a refined food. So can't go wrong focusing on fruit, eating lots of fruit, simple salads. It's what works for me, it's what I try to share on this channel. By all means, if you like to include olive oil, do include it. It's not the end of the world. I just wanted to share my opinion today. Remember to keep it simple, keep it vegan. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye.